love to hear how you would actually describe NFTs in one sentence to somebody completely new to this industry.
The recorded ownership of digital assets. So it's essentially the ability to own something that is digital, because in the traditional world, everything digital was basically free, and this changes that. So yes, there's a bit of a bubble right now. Yes, there's tons of money. Everyone's got tons of ETH, and they're throwing it around the NFT market. The reality is that this is actually a very meaningful technology. What it allows you to do is operate within a digital world, own things, transfer things, and that can be a piece of artwork. It can be the member of a community like Bored Ape Yacht Club, or it could be IP. It could be tokenized real estate. It could be digital real estate. It can be everything. So if you think about this as like this ledger where you can own these assets and transfer them, store them, and you've got that trusted ownership of it, it's kind of a game changer. Also, digital identity is going on to NFTs as well. I've seen it's all happening. So I happened to attend the pre-showing of the Dolce & Gabbana NFT. Okay. Unbelievable. So they had both a physical dress, a physical jacket, and some jewelry, which also was digitally rendered in the Unreal Engine. So for perfect 4K Metaverse experience. But they'd also created a woman's dress and a man's jacket and some jewelry, a crown, in fact, that couldn't be created in real life. And it was like the men's jacket. I don't really like Dolce & Gabbana, but this was gorgeous. And you're like, oh, I get it now. This is like, you know, this is the same ownership that we will all do, buying stuff that's ridiculously overpriced because we want to be affiliated with that brand or that particular cultural movement. It's the same thing. So fashion's going that way. Even things like ticketing are going this way as well. Because, for example, with ticket scalping, if you're a music artist, what happens is so many people take a slice of your pie. But if you can record who's got the ticket and how it transfers, you can keep the prices and the exchange of value between you and the person. So, yes, it's going to big brands. We're seeing it everywhere. Even McDonald's issued an NFT. Yeah. And a lot of this stuff is worthless, but a lot of it's just collectibles. And a lot of it is also meaningful communities growing around these NFTs. And we've seen that with CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, things like Loops that are building from scratch. And we don't really know where it's going, but we just kind of know that it's captured everybody's attention. I think it's split in so many different ways. So there's a bunch of people investing in stuff like what Gary Vaynerchuk is doing, or Ashton Kutcher, where they're building media companies from the ground up based around characters that aren't even fully formed. And people participate in that. And the hope is that you can build something really meaningful, a franchise, like a Disney franchise out of it. So that's getting a lot of attention. Also, there's a lot of collectible art that's getting huge attention. So we're starting to see some massive art collectors in that space, not just the Beeple thing, but even generative art designed by AI. And that kind of stuff is a new movement, and I think it's big and it's going to get bigger. And there's a lot of money in the space, so people will start collecting stuff like that. Then there's these community groups that I've talked about as well. People are getting really interested in what this could all mean around Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we'll see that community building out different features and benefits as well. So people are wanting to invest in that. The other side of the equation is, look, every brand wants to get involved because it's a bit of a cash grab. They think they can sell anything in a digital form and make money. That doesn't work really, because this whole movement, the whole of this crypto movement is about community. And it has to be kind of a shared value system. So you can't just keep selling stuff and hoping that it's a new revenue source, because people will just get pissed off with it in the end. I have no idea. And I have reached out to everybody and spoken to everybody, because the problem is it's not like Bitcoin, which you can fractionalize it down and you can put in $10. Yeah. If you want to put a CryptoPunk, you have to stump up a few $1 million. So you know that's probably a good project. It'll go up and down in price, sure. But how are the rest of us supposed to deal with it? I literally don't know. So I've sought everybody's advice, the kind of leading thinkers in the space. And they just say, well, we don't really know, but get involved in projects that have meaning to you, whether it's a like-minded group of people or just a community that you're interested in. I've actually stayed quite clear of it because I don't know how to approach it, because it is difficult. And you kind of know that everything is worth nothing. but some stuff isn't.
Yeah.
And maybe if you approach it in that way, it's okay. So you can buy stuff. And I bought a few NFTs because they've got meaning to me, and with no anticipation of making money out of it, but just seeing and feeling what it's like and getting to understand it a bit and seeing how OpenSea works and MetaMask works and all of the things that you have to do to do this.